Dear Sister Starshine mentioned medbed technology, so I wanna touch on that because a few days ago, Dear Starshine and I were watching some Gaia TV. So someone gave me a text saying, "Hey, listen, you really need to check out this show." And it's really funny because there's certain episodes that my guides will not let me watch. There's certain things, certain information my guides will not let me engage. And it's so strong. It's like I will instantly fall asleep, or all of a sudden I just can't pay attention no matter what I do. Someone wants to call, someone wants to text, like something important is happening. It's like I just can't. So I jokingly mentioned, it's like I hope I'm allowed to watch it. So I was, and what I was being shown, and my company that was with me, we had a bit of a conversation about it, is that most of the disclosure movement, that including alien technologies, okay, like medbed, like quantum computing. Well, not all quantum computing is alien tech. There's some that's ET tech, but there's also human quantum computing. But the whole disclosure movement is completely constructed and under total control of the forces that be that want to control this narrative. So there's this whole idea that disclosure, I'm risking my life speaking on this and all this stuff. And it's like, it's not true. It is, and it's not, it is to a point. And they had, oh, dear brother, what was his name? Randy Kramer. That's his name. I met the Starshine at a conference, and I he was a good guy. I liked him as a human. And I didn't get to see any of his talks because they were conflicting with other things. But I was watching his interview on cosmic disclosure, and then he did it. There was another interview with Tim, the tactical advisor, whatever. Anyway, it was very, very clear to me that the whole purpose of, I hate to say it like this, but the whole purpose of disclosure, Gaia, in these pieces are to set humanity up to be properly prepared for the inclusion to empire, what I call cosmic empire. Now, for those of you who have not heard me talk about empire past in the chats, this is a term that came into my world via George Kavasilis, and he talks about that there is a intergalactic, interdimensional system in place, hierarchy that commodifies life. Okay, that means there's a hierarchy. There's people at the top and there's people at the bottom. And the whole thing is built on the commodification of life force energy. Okay, this is empire. Now, empire includes the Galactic Federation. It includes the, what he called this, the Galactic Senate, the Intergalactic Senate. This is something that was in the disclosure thing. This includes certain kinds of treaties that we are involved in, and this is also given through the disclosure movement, that our planet, certain ambassadors, representatives of the human race have gone into treaties with certain beings to trade technology, to trade goods. Now, there was a period of time where they had an agreement, a trade agreement with the Zeta Reticuli, in which case they agreed to trade humans. So humans were allowed to be abducted and whatever they've done. Some of them were experimental, some of them were for hybrids, some of it was to other kinds of testing and harvesting DNA and all this other stuff. So that was a treaty that our government got into, specifically the US, and I'm not sure if Germany was involved in that or not. But anyway, so they talk about, we get involved with these treaties, we get involved with a certain ET race that helps us get out of shady treaties that we didn't know we were getting into, this whole thing. That entire system that they're talking about is empire, okay? And the biggest piece was when he was talking about the Galactic Senate. Think about Star Wars, guys. Think about that, the rise of the Sith. You know, that galactic senate, you know, where Queen Amidala, whatever their characters' names were in. Okay, this is what they're talking about. This is empire. This is not a free society. This is a society with rules that are imposed upon it. In order to become a citizen of empire, there are certain things you have to give up. There are certain things that you need to acquiesce to their laws, acquiesce to these certain rules. Okay. And the coming of the Galactic Federation is all about bringing us medbec technology in exchange for certain things. We have to, so part of this, what we need to understand is that absolutely everything is strategically planned for us to give up our sovereignty more and more and more and more. It's incremental. Okay, so these wars are done on purpose. None of this is on accident. It's all on purpose, and it serves many purposes. But there is something called war fatigue. Humans get war fatigue. Okay, not just the ones that are in the hell of the battle, the war itself, but those that are on the outskirts, that are being kept up to date on what's going on within the war. We all experience war fatigue because there's no separation really between us in those collective fields. Okay, so it's the plan is, from how I see it going on, it's like we're going to come to a place of war fatigue. There's going to be starvation. There's all kinds of manufactured crisis happening, and we're going to be in a very desperate place. Then the Galactic Federation comes and they say, listen, we're going to bring peace to Earth. We're going to make sure every man, woman, and child is educated and fed. We're going to give you guys med beds. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to give you all these things. Is it out of the goodness of their heart? No, folks, there's a condition. There's a but in there. Okay. So I just have to get that out there so you guys can frame up the scope of what's going on. We are being manipulated interdimensionally. And as sovereign beings, we need to understand that so we can make our choices appropriately. Our inner value system is the value system for a reason. There's a very holy divine reason why we have this.